Hey, what's going on, guys? The Dvzl team standing draw here, bringing you guys another deck profile. Yeah, I'm just like rolling these out. Spike Brothers, new year, set nines out. Been out for a while. Finally finished Spike Brothers. Actually, I had it done for a while. Probably should have done it. Who knows? It's here now. So here we are. This is the Rising Nova build. So let's jump right in. Starter, as you can see, I'm using Mecha Trainer. Mecha Trainer is one of these cards that one of those cards that you really can't switch. I tried the new starter, I tried the one from the technical booster, I tried the one from set 9. Both starters, questionable results. Ultimately, I went back to Mecha Trainer. It was just like the starter you went for. Counterblast 1, retire him, search for a grade 1. It's just like, there's no way you can not get him off, and it's just like, it's just one of those cards. It's just like, if you're fighting Kagero, you can't retire it. He's gonna retire himself. So, unless you're going second, but even then, it's just really one of those good cards. So, that's why I play him. Let's jump right in the trigger lineup. 4 heals. Can't play less. Can't play more. So play 4. Playing 2 stands. Stand is a staple, in my opinion. Helps with the counter charging issue, or counter blasting issue, I guess. When he's charging, he gets plus 3k, and if he attacks or boosts, you can counter charge soul charge. 4 draw triggers. This is to help you get into your combo pieces, or just to help you have hand power in general, because Spike Brothers has a hand issue. And 6 crit, so 2 of the unflipping crit, and 4 of the Rising Nova crit trigger. Put in the soul plus 5, draw when you're on Rising Nova. So, play that lineup. It's really good. Been helping me so far. Didn't see a need to change it, at least not in my opinion. So, let's jump right into grade 1s. Grade 1s, playing 2 Frog Raider. Debating on dropping him down to 1, but I hate damage checking him because then that's like one less Frog Raider, so I play him at 2. Mainly use him for the uh, uh, Miracle turns. That's because Miracle is still in deck, so you gotta play him at least 2. I used to play him at 3, but now I'm playing him 2. Next is 2 of the new card, which is Eliza. Her ability is Counterblast 1 at the end of the battle when she was boosting a charging unit, and this is crucial because it's not a unit with charge ability, but that unit has to be charging. When she boosts, I can pay the cost for Counterblast 1, bind it, and call it back, and that unit gets plus 2, and this unit goes to the bottom of the deck. So it's a good way to multi-attack. Really good, in my opinion. It's just a really good card. And she has charge herself, so it's really good. Next, I'm playing full speed Spectre. Playing at 3. This is the unit that attacks in the back row. Helps with the Link Joker matchup. I barely use it though, because the counterblast kind of gets a little heavy, so I kind of don't use it. But his ability is when he's charging, and he becomes charging, I'm gonna pay the cost if I do. I get plus 4, and he can attack from the back row. Really good. Don't use him as much, but really good, in my opinion. 4 perfect guards. This is the unflipping one. I used to play the charge one, but the unflip seems more crucial, at least in the games, at least for now. I mean, the counter charging engine is pretty good, but the perfect guard kind of helps over the edge, so that's what I usually do. And usually I don't have rear guard, so I only need to protect Vanguard anyway. And last but not least, I play 3 Stride Fodders. Stride deck, I play Stride Fodders, but I'm playing 3 because I play a lot of various grade 1s, so that's why I play Stride Fodder 3. Grade 2s, I play, let's just get that right. Play 2 Axe Diver. I see people playing this at 4 or 3. I'm playing at 2. It's the best way to jumpstart your Rising Nova Stride players, but I don't see the benefit of using that heavy counterblast and you don't get the kill, or at least you don't get the win. Like it seems like it's It's one of those things that you really have to time that ability, and if you don't, it seems like you're gonna lose because you use a lot of resources to do it. Playing the one tech card of Cobalt Impulse. If he's didn't even say his ability. My bad. Axstab's ability is when he's charging, Counter Blast 1, Soul Blast 1, when he's placed on rear guard, and I have a Rising Vanguard, I can bind a card and call it back, and if he's charging, both units get +5. So, pretty good. Yeah, he jumpstarts the Rising Nova combo. One of the Cobalt Impulse, his abilities, if he's charging and he hits a Vanguard, I can draw a card and retire one of my opponent's rear guards. Just a Tekken of 1. I'm still trying to see if I want to bump it up or not, but right now 1 is pretty good. Playing 3 Wink Killer Misery. Playing it at 3 because I kind of see it necessary. A lot of people aren't playing it at like high numbers, but I'm still playing it at 3. His ability, when it attacks a Vanguard, if it's boosted, Counterblast 1, put a card from hand to soul, and I can call a unit from the deck and get +5. Basically calls a unit charging. 3 of this new card, Lethal Forward. When he's charging, he gets +2 if I have a Rising Vanguard, and no, he gets +2 just for charging in general. And the second ability is if I have a Rising Vanguard, I can call a unit from the deck if I get the hit. So really good, really good. Just the 11k in general for charging, it's just really good and works well with Eliza. And last for the grade 2s, I play Mayhem Tiger. This is a good card. It really pushed the deck forward. I'm gonna wait for that sound to go away. And a really good card in general. So basically, when he's charging and I attack the Vanguard, my opponent has to guard differently according to the ruling. But when my opponent places a grade 2 or less unit in the guarding circle, I have the opportunity to Soul Blast and kill that unit if it's grade 2 or less. Doesn't work on perfect guards because perfect guards have the ability to nullify the attack, and doesn't work on G guards because they're grade 4. So, but it makes my opponent guard differently because they have to put one card at a time, and then I choose to break it or not. So it's like similar to Darkface. Pretty good. Really enjoy pushing my opponent to 5 damage and then using that ability because it makes them question when to perfect guard or not. On to grade 3s. Grade 3s, I'm playing 8 as compared to my other decks, but I'm playing 8. Playing 1 of Bulldozer Dobie. Playing 1 of that. Don't really see it necessary anymore. I'm like transitioning into taking it out, but it's still in there just to be in there. Playing 2 Hivemaker. Hivemaker, really good card. Really good on the really good when you just need another attack. So when he's charging, if he when he's charging, when he goes back to the bottom of the deck, Counterblast 1, choose a card from my hand, call to rear guard circle, open rear guard circle. Really good, really good. Just helps you get more attacks, especially when you need it, and it helps you with the Miracle Ace turns as well. So really good. And if you manage to put him on Vanguard Circle, Counterblast 1, Soul Blast 1, look for a unit with charge ability. Add to your hand. It's okay. Testing out one of Outrage Linebacker. 10k Vanguard, don't like that, but it's the fact that it's another version of, what's his name? Something Diver. That grade 3 that came out way back. But his ability, when he attacks the Vanguard, if he gets +4. It doesn't have to be charging for that +4, but he gets +4. And if he's charging and he hits the Vanguard, my opponent's Vanguard, I can call a unit from hand and put him in the soul. So no Counterblast. It's just a really good card. I'm just testing him out right now. Yeah, just testing him out. And last but not least for grade 3s, 4 Rising Nova. Rising Nova, first I was playing him at 3, then I pulled the SV pack, brought it up to 4. His ability, GB2, a little bit of disappointment, but when he attacks a Vanguard, I can choose a card from my hand, put it into the soul, and call a unit from the deck. No power, no nothing, so GB2 is kind of a letdown. On-stride ability is counterblast. When a unit strides on top of this unit, it gets the new ability, and don't have to counterblast for the new ability, but you do have to counterblast when you do the skill. When you do the skill, perform the skill. So when he attacks, or when my Vanguard attacks, I can counterblast one and choose a card from my hand and put into the soul and call a unit from the deck to open rearguard circle, and it gets +5. So really good. Just in conjunction with his stride form, just a good way to start up the charge units. I mean, it's a good way to start up to get 4 charge units. It's always interesting to see if I can pull it off first turn or not. So, on to the stride lineup. Strides, I've got 1 Damphair Lily. I thought I didn't need this unit, but then, because it's an on-hit stride ability, but turns out I do. Her ability is when I get the hit on my opponent's Vanguard, I could choose a unit with charge ability and call it to rearguard circle, and they get +5, and when this unit goes back to the bottom of the deck, I can draw. So really good. Just a good card in general. Again, I thought I didn't need it, but then I put it back in after test playing. 1 of Tiger Centurion. His ability, he's basically the Force Charger. Counterblast 1, choose up to 5 units, and those units become charging. And any unit without charge ability, they get +2. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's never really stride into him really because he gets flipped up for his ability, which is Dirty Pyro. Dirty Pyro's ability is GB3 when he attacks the Vanguard. Counterblast 1, put a card from hand soul. Counterblast 2, put a card from hand to soul and flip up anything in G zone, and call as many units face up in G zone as there are. Call as many for every unit face up in G zone. I can call that many units, up to that many units. Pretty good. Really refills your board after you go Miracle Ace or you happen to get Supernova off first turn. So really good. Of course, I'm still playing the 4 of Miracle Ace. Miracle Ace is a really good card. I didn't say a reason to take it out, even though I'm playing Rising Nova as well. I know people play separate builds for this deck, but I think it's good to have options rather than just focus your deck in one direction. If you have like different options, it kind of helps you change your battle strategy when you're fighting a different deck, at least in my opinion. It's good to have one focus, but you know, it's a good way to think about it. But Miracle Ace's ability is he counterblasts 1, G Persona flip, and Vanguard gets 2 new abilities. First ability is when a unit goes back to the deck, I can choose one of my units on the field and they get +5. And the second ability, if I'm at GB3, my mistake, I can Soul Blast 2 cards and call a unit from my hand. So that extends the attack, and just like in conjunction with Frog Raider, it's just like he restands every time a charge unit is called. So it's a good way to like multi-attack. I noticed I didn't say the ability for Frog Raider, but that's his ability. When every time a charge unit's called the same column as him, he can stand up. So good way to multi-attack. Playing 4 of Supernova. Supernova's ability is it's not Gen Break, so first turn stride, but when he attacks, I can flip up anything in G zone and choose for every copy face up of him in G zone, I can charge 1 unit, and if I have 4 more units charging, then all of my units get plus 10,000. So really good. You can attempt to get his ability off first turn. It's usually rare when I attempt to do that. Like I really don't try to do that because you use a lot of resources when you attempt to try to get 4 charge units. Like you get 1 off of Rising Nova skill, and you get to charge 1, but then you need to find some way to get 2 other ones. But it's a good combo to do, and plus 10 doesn't hurt either. So for G guards, I'm playing 2 of the Fighter Collection one. This one gets +5 if I have less units than 3 or less units, and then she gets +5 for a 20k shield, and I'm playing 2 of Juggernaut Maximum. Really good, really cool name. He gets +10 for giving a unit +10,000 power. And at the end of the turn, the unit I gave +10,000 power returns to the deck. But 25k shield, not that bad, but pretty good. And last but not least, to round it off, I play 1 Seabreeze. Play Seabreeze because, you know, grade 2, it's hard to grade 2 game. It's for the grade 2 game. My opponent really doesn't see it coming, and, you know, pretty good. I've been debating if I want to put Pycairo at 2. I do have 2, but right as it is right now, I kind of don't see myself going into Pycairo 2 times. And if I do go into Pycairo 2 times, usually I'm winning the game or I'm losing the game, so it kind of doesn't really make sense to put it at 2. So that's the deck. I hope you guys enjoy it. Tell me your opinions. Let me know what you guys think. Should I change up some things? Should I keep it? Should I change it? Let me know. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.